The next comic coming to the stage you've seen on VH1 and Comedy Central. Please welcome Pat O'Shea.
Give it up for Kara, give it up for her, give it up for the host, give it up for her. I'm gonna wave to the goddamn stage. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I was riding my bike through there the other day, and this woman in a car asks me for directions, but she doesn't pull over and ask me to pull over. She pulls alongside me, slows down to my speed, sticks her head out the passenger window and yells, "I'm looking for the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan!" I'm still riding at this point, so I'm like, all right, Brooklyn Bridge, take a left on your right. Doesn't believe me. And this is the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan, right? No, it's the bridge that starts in Brooklyn and then goes into Brooklyn again. Yeah, there's a wormhole on the bridge, you see. Starts on one side, and it's modern day Brooklyn with all the amenities we enjoy every day. And you come out the other side, and it's 1955, and the Dodgers just won the pennant. Hey, that's Roy Campanella and his brand new 56 Studebaker. Careful for those trolley cars, Campy, they're a doozy. Point is, people are dicks. Really, you can't ask for directions. When I ask to go places, I am very polite. I was looking for a bar the other day, couldn't find it, ended up asking directions from this guy walking a dog. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, do you know where?" I didn't get 2 words out of my mouth, and he's like, "Not friendly!" Like, is he talking about the dog? Because if he's talking about himself, that is fantastic, and I'm going to start doing it. Next time somebody asks me where the subway is, "Excuse me, sir." "Not friendly!" I'll send you after Canarsie. I don't give a shit. Not friendly. I don't like taking the subway, especially on late nights and weekends, because you think about it, it's kind of like getting a ride home from a really bad friend. It's late at night, you've had a couple of drinks, you're like, "Is anyone going to give me a ride home? Anyone? Guess I'm going home with you, A-Train." Then you get on there and the train's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take you home. But first I gotta make a few stops." Some of these stops I'm gonna wait 10, 20, 30, 45 minutes, pick up as many drunk people as I can and make your ride as unenjoyable as possible. Oh, and by the way, I am now the F train. And I'm going in the opposite direction. Which you would have known had you been paying attention to the inaudible announcements I make every 5 minutes. I hope you enjoy Queens. I got Irish bashed the other day. I'll explain what happened, what I mean by Irish bashed. I was coming back from work and I had this really big lunch that consisted mostly of this baked potato, meeting with a friend of mine at a bar. He's not there yet, so I just sit down, I order a beer. Just drinking a beer, eating a potato. This barfly comes behind me and goes, "Hey, Pat O'Shea, drinking a beer, eating a potato? Could you be any more Irish?" Like, I could punch you in the fucking face right now. Whack you in the knees with a shillelagh. Then river dance on your torso. And then when you're lying there in a pool of your own blood, I'll let her write a long rambling poem about it. Because that's what the Irish do. I noticed a lot of people don't wear watches anymore, and I find that very sad, because I love asking people for the time. But I do it as if I am a disgruntled parent, speaking to my disobedient teenage daughter who's out past curfew. I'll just go, "Excuse me, miss, do you have any idea what time it is?" So they're like, 3:30. "Yeah, 3:30. 3:30, young lady," and then I take off. I figure I got what I wanted, she's got a good story to tell people at work. It's win-win. I was just coming back from my break and this guy starts talking to me like he's my dad. Did he look like Wolverine? Yes! I always get that from people. Hey, what's up, Wolverine? With shaking Elvis. How's it going, slave owner from the movie Amistad? And it just keeps... A lot of good restaurants here in New York City. My favorite is a fish and chip place in the West Village. The name of the place is A Salt and Battery. A Salt and Battery, they named a restaurant after a crime. I think that's awesome. So I've decided when I get a little bit of money, I'm going to open up a bakery right next to it and call it Statutory Crepe. Why not? Who wouldn't want to buy a muffin at Statutory Crepe? Either that or a restaurant called DUI Fridays. I haven't really decided. Speaking of food, a lot of good pizza in the city. My favorite is a place near me in Brooklyn, and I love it because the owner took the time to make a little homemade sign in the window that says, "Say aloha to pineapple pizza." I'm like, oh great, awesome, they now have pineapple pizza. Or they're getting rid of it. It's actually not a very good sign at all. It's quite confusing. So I used to have a writing job. I wrote topical jokes for an iPhone application. Don't mean to shove my success in everyone's face. Yeah, I got paid $85 for 5 months. So there you go. There where the jealousy ends. A guy found out I had a writing job at a party and he goes, "You're a writer? I got a proposition for you." Actually, that's what he meant to say. What he really said was, "I have a preposition for you." And I was going to correct him, but I was like, yeah, what's the point? I'm like, all right, sir, what's your preposition? And he goes, "Well." I'm like, that's not a preposition, that's an interjection. And I stopped him. I have lots of good ideas. I have an idea for a movie I think is going to be really good. You want to hear my idea for a movie? I think it's a big hit. I'm so excited. I'm bursting at the seams to tell you guys about this. I've been sitting on this idea all week. It's a really good idea. The name of the movie is The Bipolar Express. Bipolar Express. It's about this train that, who cares? So I'm married. Sorry, nobody. In fact, you're welcome. Consider it my gift to you. But marriage has been good for me because when I was younger, not exactly a ladies' man. I had no dates in high school. I didn't go to my prom. I tried to go to my prom. I bet a friend of mine a week beforehand that I could get a date, and then got shot down 27 times. And my friend kept rubbing it in. He's like, "Loser, can't believe you couldn't get a date. You are such a loser." But I got even because a couple years later, he drowned. So, you know who the real winner was. Thank you so much for this battleship.